You ever heard the word Essassani? I have done regressions where people would go back to an earlier time in the current lifetime where they found themselves being abducted aboard a spaceship and being experimented on by these aliens. And I remember a regression where I was quizzing the beings that were performing the experiment, and they explained that they are not what we call aliens, but they are a future expression of humanity from a different timeline. And they've contracted with souls present on the planet right now to come back here to create hybrid beings because they have dead-ended their evolution. They have gone through the same experiences that we're going through, and they decided that it was feelings and emotions that were the culprit of all the strife. So they decided to breed that out of the human DNA profile. With that went the ability to procreate just the way that we do. And after, trillions of years, they were unable to clone themselves because that's what they had been doing, but it had dead-ended. So they were given permission to come back to Earth through this timeline and to create hybrid beings, both for the benefit for them, to further their evolution, but also for humanity, because these hybrid beings, our emotional capacity with their mental capacity allows them to better focus this amazing emotional energy, to focus it for creation and manifesting. So I just did a group regression where I facilitated a future life progression where I give people the choice to go into a life that's either 100, 200, or 300 years into the future. And this wonderful woman, went into a lifetime where she found herself living as a hybrid being in the Atacama Desert in Chile. And she was chosen to work on a scientific spaceship, which she did. And she married another woman, died from a disease at age 63, but it was very, very peaceful. And during this progression, she heard the word Essassani. And I'd heard that word before, but I couldn't remember where I'd heard it. So afterwards, I Googled it. And it's the name for one of the generations of these hybrid beings. As far as I can remember, there are 4 generations of them now, each with more evolved characteristics. And the Essassani is a particular generation, probably the second or third, I forgot. Point being that it's so cool to get these sometimes out there sounding stories, to get them confirmed from different sources. It really lends credibility to these experiences, being real.